If you've ever wondered why the INFJ in your life sometimes seems to avoid everyone, you're in the right place. Let's break down the top 10 reasons why INFJs might pull away from people, sometimes even those they care about the most. 1. Sensory overload. INFJs are highly sensitive to their environments. Crowded places, loud noises, and constant chatter can quickly overwhelm their senses. Their dominant function, introverted intuition, processes information deeply and constantly, which makes them highly attuned to every detail in their surroundings. When these details start piling up, it can become too much to handle, leading them to retreat into solitude where they can control their environment and regain their mental clarity. 2. Emotional drainage. As natural empaths, INFJs absorb the emotions of those around them like a sponge. This ability to pick up on even the subtlest emotional cues can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it allows them to connect deeply with others, but on the other hand, it can be incredibly draining, especially in emotionally charged situations. When the emotional burden becomes too heavy, they often need time alone to process and release these feelings, allowing them to return to a state of emotional balance. 3. Need for deep connections. INFJs crave meaningful, deep connections. They're not satisfied with surface-level small talk or casual interactions, which often leave them feeling empty and disconnected. Their introverted intuition and extrovert feeling functions work together to seek out relationships that are profound, authentic, and significant. When they sense that an interaction lacks depth or potential for growth, they might choose to avoid it altogether, preferring solitude over shallow connections. 4. Fear of misunderstanding. INFJs are complex individuals with rich inner worlds that can be difficult to express. Their thoughts and feelings often run deep, and articulating them in a way that others can fully understand can be challenging. They might fear being misunderstood or having their ideas dismissed, especially by those who don't share their intuitive or feeling traits. To avoid the frustration and disappointment of being misunderstood, they may withdraw from social interactions where they feel their true self won't be appreciated. 5. Protecting their energy. INFJs are natural givers and often prioritize others' needs above their own. Their extrovert feeling function drives them to help and support others, sometimes at the expense of their own well-being. However, they're also aware that constantly giving can lead to burnout. To protect their energy and maintain their mental and emotional health, they might avoid social situations, focusing instead on self-care and replenishing their inner resources. 6. Dislike of conflict. Conflict is something INFJs deeply dislike. They have a strong desire for harmony and often go out of their way to avoid disagreements or confrontations. Their extrovert feeling function makes them highly attuned to the emotions of others, and conflict disrupts the peace they strive to maintain. When they sense that a situation might lead to arguments or tension, they'll likely steer clear, opting for peace and quiet over the stress of potential conflict. 7. Time to reflect. INFJs are introspective by nature and need time alone to reflect on their thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Their introverted intuition thrives in solitude, allowing them to delve deep into their inner world and explore complex ideas. This reflection is crucial for their personal growth and understanding of the world around them. Without this time to introspect, they can feel lost or out of touch with themselves, leading them to withdraw from social situations to regain their sense of direction. 8. Idealism and disillusionment. INFJs are idealists who often envision the world as it could be, not as it is. They have a strong sense of how things should be and can become disillusioned when reality falls short of their ideals. This disillusionment can be especially pronounced when they encounter people or situations that don't align with their vision of a better world. To protect themselves from the pain of these unmet expectations, they might withdraw from those who contribute to the negativity or who don't share their ideals. 9. Avoiding inauthenticity. INFJs value authenticity and can easily sense when someone is being fake or insincere. Their extrovert feeling function gives them a strong sense of social dynamics, allowing them to pick up on subtle cues of inauthenticity. Rather than engaging in interactions that feel false or superficial, they prefer to avoid them entirely. They seek relationships where they can be their true selves, and when they don't find this, they'd rather be alone than compromise their values. 10. Self-protection. Finally, INFJs often avoid others as a form of self-protection. They are deeply sensitive and can be easily hurt by criticism, rejection, or harsh words. Their introverted intuition and extrovert feeling functions make them acutely aware of the emotional undercurrents in any interaction, and they're quick to pick up on negative vibes. By keeping their distance, they create a safe space where they can maintain their emotional well-being and avoid potential hurt.